The lights dim. A lone spotlight hits the center of the ring. There's no pyro, no music, just silence, and then, a voice begins. A voice that carries the weight of legacy, fire, and the man herself. This is no hype. This is no stunt. This is the story of return, dominance, and destiny, rewritten by Becky Lynch. You thought she was gone. You thought she was done. You thought the curtain had fallen on one of the greatest to ever do it. But legends don't retire, they reload. And Becky Lynch, she didn't vanish. She didn't fade. She took a step back to breathe, to build, to focus on the world outside the ropes. While the lights of WWE still shined bright, Becky was out there crafting something even stronger than a comeback. She was building the second act of a legacy. While others speculated, while the dirt sheets whispered, while the tweets counted her out, she was plotting, she was waiting, she was signing, because what the world didn't know was that Becky Lynch never left WWE. She signed the deal. She stayed true. She stayed loyal. And when the time came to walk back into the storm, she walked in swinging. WrestleMania 41, the stage of stages, the grandest return for the grandest fighter. The crowd didn't just cheer, they erupted. The roof didn't just come off, it shattered. Because the moment that familiar music hit, the world remembered. They remembered the fire. They remembered the hunger. They remembered the man. And Becky didn't return just to smile and wave. She returned to fight. She returned to dominate. She returned to remind every upstart, every rookie, every rising name in the women's division that the top is a lonely place, and she built it. But this wasn't just about nostalgia. This wasn't a cameo. This was Becky Lynch 2.0. Smarter, sharper, more savage than ever before. And while others tried to define the future, Becky reclaimed it. Because legends don't follow eras. They create them. The fans questioned if she could still hang with the new blood. They wondered if time away had softened her edge. Then came SummerSlam. MetLife Stadium, 80,000 strong, a sea of believers and doubters. And standing across from Becky, a storm called Lyra Valkyria. The rising star, the one everyone's been whispering about. The one poised to take that next leap. But there's a difference between potential and power. And on that summer night, Becky proved it. She didn't just defend the Intercontinental Championship. She owned it. She didn't just beat Lyra. She taught her what it means to stand in the ring with someone who doesn't wrestle for approval, she wrestles for immortality. The match was brutal. It was beautiful. It was Becky Lynch at her peak. And when the dust settled, the man still stood tall. Title in hand, neck sore, fists bruised, but heart untouched. Because this is what she was made for. This is her home. In MetLife, it wasn't just the home of SummerSlam. It was the heart of a legacy being reborn in real time. And while Becky was setting the ring on fire, in the same building, another chapter was being written. Seth Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank, the architect of chaos, her husband, her partner, her equal. And when the moment struck, he struck too. Cash in, shock, impact, CM Punk, dethroned. The crowd, speechless. The world, watching. Two champions, one family, one night, a SummerSlam that became a family coronation. While others chase storylines, the Rollins-Lynch empire is busy writing history. And backstage, Becky is more than a champion. She's a pillar. The veterans seek her wisdom. The rookies seek her nod. Her presence shifts energy. Her advice lifts careers. She is the quiet storm in the locker room, steady, smart, always observing. And when she speaks, you listen. Because she's been to the mountaintop. She's built the mountaintop. And she's still climbing. This isn't the Becky of old. This is the evolved Becky. The one who doesn't need to prove anything. But still proves everything, match after match. While the years may have passed. While new faces flash across screens. While others chase the spotlight. Becky Lynch simply becomes it. She doesn't just represent women's wrestling. She redefines it. Every time she walks down that ramp. Every time her boot hits the canvas. Every time the bell rings. This is a second reign. A second wave. A second chance to remind the world why she was called the man in the first place. And if you're not ready for it. If you think time has dulled her. If you think the new blood is ready to dethrone her. Step up. She'll be waiting. And when it's all said and done. When history looks back on this era. They won't just remember the return. They won't just remember SummerSlam. They'll remember the resurgence. The moment Becky Lynch didn't just come back. She came back to conquer.